As you can imagine, there are going to be changes because when a manager leaves, it seems to take certain members of the staff. Obviously, that's going to be very important that we set the structure quickly, that it carries on a very efficient support to the players. I think Phil Neville is an icon of Everton, that he could bring a lot into his time as a coach, and that's something that I really want to speak with him and see how he feels about his future. I spoke with David Weird, and he's a phenomenal gentleman, and someone that is a real shame that is had probably you can call it timing. The opportunity of managing is something that he had to take, but I do feel that is a real shame that he hasn't been able to be part of the project, because he's someone that would have fit in really well in our structure, and he brings those values that we spoke about. But it's going to be a matter of over the next 2 weeks that we got a little bit of clarity in how we're going to be able to settle the staff, and it's vital. We're going to have a really important influence of the good, strong values that our football club represents.
And in terms of Finch Farm being here, the facilities, what do you make of what you've seen so far?
Well, it's state-of-art facilities. For me, the most important aspect is that we got from under-9s all the way through to the first team, everything in the same side, and you breathe football. When you come in, you can see that we can spend as many hours as we can to develop our youngsters, to make sure that we prepare them as well as we can, and then in the first team area is the perfect environment to work and spend as long as we can as a team and as individuals to reach the levels that we need. So in that respect, I couldn't be happier and prouder of the facilities that we've got here.
As you mentioned, the academy is under this roof as well. How closely do you anticipate you'll be working with that side of? Very
closely, and it's important. Obviously, Alan Irvin has got a tremendous part on that. I think what he's done so far has been really impressive, and we need to work together. And as a football club, we need to put a lot of focus on trying to give youngsters opportunities. I still believe that the British development of youngsters is not ideal, and it's something that the Premier League and the FA are working closely to try to come up with a perfect situation. At Everton, we're going to help as much as we can. Obviously, the development of players after the age of 18 is crucial, and I don't think we are as good as we can be in the British game, and it's something that we're going to put a lot of effort at Everton to make sure that our talent and the local talent that is huge and well renowned in world football, we need to take advantage of it and make it as a real strength of the future. So we need to work closely and making sure that we take advantage of that potential that we got at the club.
There's a board upstairs that has the names of all the players that have graduated through the academy into the first team. It's fairly significant. Does that encourage you to see that the club has been so productive?
Yes, and that's something that it becomes probably the biggest strength of the future. Any football club, it doesn't matter where you're looking at, is a moment that you rely on your homegrown talent. And probably the biggest example around football now, it would be Barcelona, and I do feel that the talent that we've got in our football club is phenomenal, and we need to make sure that we help that talent to develop and to reach the levels that the modern game needs. And that's something that we're going to put a lot of attention, a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of finances, as we've been doing in the past, to make sure that happens. But when you go and you look at that board, football makes sense, and those names are a great direction and a great reference for any youngster at the football club that they want to achieve a lot in world football.